And we are back.
All right.
Welcome and everyone is in proper place.
Yay!
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for sticking with us through our break. Our heroes have finished up their issues dealing with the attack during the Yellow Brick Row run. And I believe that everyone was getting ready to depart the crime scene. I guess I would just ask if there anything else you guys wish to do while you're there? Like, did you want to question Apex or anything? Well, so you guys have done remarkably little interrogation of the supervillains that you have caught.
I mean, I don't care.
I mean, yeah. He's unconscious, so I mean, I figured we could question him later, like.
Sure.
Or Aegis would give us their, let us know, or, give us transcripts of their questioning.
Well, we usually have access to that through their database, essentially.
You would.
So, at the moment, we're just leaving that up to law enforcement.
There hasn't really been any attacks that seem to lead to be at the heart of, like, the grander things we're looking for.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I'm definitely interested in, like, what's going on and why they're recruiting and that kind of thing, but it doesn't seem connected that I can see to the Silver Storm. It doesn't seem connected to the secret evil society fighting against each other thing, or yeah.
Okay. All right, so then I guess Ethan is going to fly off into Never Never Land and go deal with he's gonna go see his mother because he spent Thanksgiving with his father. So that's where Ethan is. What?
I'm not going with him.
No.
Keone's not going with him this time.
No, I mean, he was specifically told by Riley to bring you last time.
Despite the fact that this would probably be the much happier.
Yeah, this would be much less awkward. But so what all do you guys want to do from here? I know Seth is currently back in his tank.
As soon as I see things are settled down, I'm opening up a portal to where I had dropped off Tommy.
Okay.
Wait, can you send me home first? Well, back to the tower, please. Not my home.
I wasn't paying attention. I was very focused in this moment.
Yeah, can you send me back to the tower, please?
I'm already gone.
So Bulwark and Keone are just like, we have no car and we have no portal.
All right.
I can fly.
I can fly, and I guess I will have to carry Bulwark with me. Unless you know how to ice skate.
How about you just, like, freeze my walker into your ice slide and bring it along with you so I can just hold on.
Just hold on and go.
And he can flap in the wind like a flag hanging off the edge of a car.
Like, how aggressive can I make things? Like, could I make him like a small roller coaster car to like sit in?
No.
Like, just scoot him along with me? No.
No, but he can stay alongside you as you ice slide.
Okay. Well, in my head, I'm pushing him in front of me while he's got his walker, and I'm pushing him along as I'm going.
Sure, that works.
Which makes for some wonderful footage that's going to show up online.
Yeah.
I try and go pretty high, that way that nobody sees us. So
okay,
I push this up pretty high.
All right. So you guys are headed back to the tower, or?
Yes, we're going back to the tower. I'm going back to the tower.
He's going back to the tower. I want to have, well.
Isn't Seth at the tower?
Yeah, I want to check on Professor Cephalopod, but before we get there, Tommy, and your portal is going to find Tommy long before we get there, so
Right.
they can have their conversation first.
Okay. All right. So portal, you pop over to where you left Tommy, and he is still there. Figuring that you guys would probably be ready to come get him before he would be able to actually get anywhere.
I just see him like walking, like kicking rocks, like, damn, this sucks. Like, just walking down the sidewalk, kicking rocks.
I will come through the portal, and I was just going to say, are you insane?
I mean, that's a loaded question.
Do you have superpowers I'm not aware of?
I don't think so.
Do you have the ability to withstand a gigantic, raging ape monster?
Probably not.
So why didn't you go through the portal to safety?
He's a voyeur. He just wanted to watch.
I was worried about you.
Aww.
I mean, I know you got these amazing powers, but I mean, physically, you're no tougher than I am.
Was that a backhanded
I
compliment?
think it was.
Just negging me?
To be fair, I think it's unintentional.
That may be true, but it's a lot harder for them to hit me. And it's a lot easier for them to hit me when I am splitting my focus.
I mean, I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't have been out in the field to begin with, but
That's an accident. That's gonna happen. Things are that we didn't predict that this was going to happen. But we need you to get to safety.
right.
I think he's listening. He hears you. He's just not listening.
No, he's listening.
No, this is therapy Keone talking. He hears you, but he's not listening to you.
Ethan needs you there for him. He went unconscious
Again.
again.
Again. He's not here. We can make fun of him all we want.
No, I do understand what you're saying. And you're right. I shouldn't have done that. I wasn't thinking clearly. I was just, I don't know, I was worried. I mean, it's different seeing you and Ethan and Cindy putting yourselves at risk than, you know, watching from you know, miles away on a computer. I don't know. I understand what you're saying. You're right.
I don't think Tommy knows my name.
Tommy absolutely knows your name. That's how.
We've been over this. We went over this last week.
Did we?
Yes.
Oh,
If
He knows
Ethan,
my bra size, but not my name. Wait,
yeah.
what?
no, if Ethan knows it,
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's
Tommy
true.
knows it.
Tommy cloned your phone
Yeah,
Yeah.
and looked through
Oh,
your
that's
wallet.
true.
he knows everything about you.
That's right. I forgot.
I get that. I grew up in Freedom City. I saw. I was one of the running pedestrians on more than one occasion, and that impulse to stick around, to help, to look out, it's not a bad thing. But if you don't have powers, that impulse is a dangerous thing.
I hear what you're saying.
Let's get you back to Tommy and see if you can help soothe his
Commander. No.
ego.
Is
Ethan.
Tommy.
Her. Sorry, let's get you back to Ethan.
Oh, he is Tommy.
Yeah. Portal did not make that mistake. Portal is not trying to visualize two different people that the GM is playing at the same time because one of our PCs isn't here.
Now, like I said, Ethan was off seeing his mom.
Oh yeah. But I don't know that actually. So I'm
No,
gonna
he
assume-
would have said it before he flew off, which
Okay.
would have been the same time that you would have teleported away.
Gotcha. So I guess Ethan went off to see his mom. I guess he's gonna need a little bit of ego soothing. Can you talk to him?
I can try.
I don't understand why he's pushing himself so hard.
I mean, he's always been that way.
I mean,
It's because of his dad.
oh,
His
that must
dad was never satisfied with anything, and
I really
trying
hate
to
that
please your
guy.
parents can be a daunting prospect.
can be, yeah. Anyhow, yeah. Can you take me back to the tower?
Let's go.
Just, I love
That's
that they've
very
come to this
sheepish.
understanding, and soon Seth is going to throw a wrench right into it.
Oh no.
Well, on his to-do list is to make a suit for Overwatch.
No, no.
Yep, and you cannot stop him.
Bad
because-
octopus.
Yeah,
Bad
I would like to
octopus.
see you try and stop the octopus from doing whatever it was.
So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that as soon as you said it's dangerous if you do it without powers,
I know.
his first thought was,
Well, then I'll get powers.
So I gotta get powers.
or at least, I bet Max could give me something.
Oh yeah. Brandon was fully aware of the large loophole that Portal presented to Tommy.
Good. Eventually someone may need to take Tommy as a sidekick, but
Today is not that day.
Which one? It's gonna be a fight among the team over who gets to claim them.
you guys could pool your points into the sidekick, and
Yeah.
You can all play with Tommy later.
that's gonna sound so wrong.
But it's gonna be so accurate for some of us.
All right, so yes, Tommy and Portal get back to the tower. Seth is already there in his tank.
Waiting for
Max
the.
is down in the offices, as is Riley.
I feel like kind of bad for coming down on him. So like I have like this instinct to make like, what time is it right now? Is it like afternoon?
It's early
So
afternoon.
what day is that?
Like
Friday.
Yeah,
No, it's Thanksgiving,
Friday.
isn't it? Oh, it's the day after Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna like
Black
go in
Friday.
and I'm gonna go into the kitchen and like just make up some kind of like guilt lunch or something
Okay.
for Tommy.
Okay.
When we land,
Uh-huh.
I'm assuming that we can land either in the garage or there's a window somewhere that we can hit a button and it'll open for us.
Yeah.
Because we have. Before you go anywhere, Keone, I misspoke when the fight started. I probably should not have said, get your sword out. I was worried about all the civilians at risk. What I
It's
should have
okay.
said is, is take this seriously, but you did really good. I'm proud of you for what it's worth.
Thanks. I tried. I did. Did you not see? I even questioned whether or not I should use stabby
I
thing.
did.
And
I
used
did, and you did a wonderful job.
Of
barrel
not using
things.
stabby things.
No, I
Not
know.
You
I
got,
used
you
barrel
got
things.
Grandpa's gold
And-
star.
And we should probably spend some time coordinating attacks because that didn't work nearly as well as I hoped it would.
Accurate.
But it's the first time.
It's always rough the first time.
Oh,
I
please
wouldn't
don't talk to
remember.
the old man like that.
Because I can't even remember back then.
Maybe I shouldn't make jokes while I'm drinking. I swallowed a little bit too hard.
Oh, come on, man.
I mean, when I set myself up, I've got to like ace it. Like I got to. I can't.
But
okay, we're back.
I assume my car is downstairs, so I'm gonna go find my family. But before I do want
You
to
should use one of those cool scooter bikes.
I think
how
his
do I
family
explain
will
that to my
notice.
daughter? Who still wants, how do I explain that to my daughter who still wants to put me in assisted living?
Yeah.
You're like, this is what assists my living.
I got this from Golden Sneakers. This is what we're doing now.
Yeah, I show up on a hover bike. I'm about 30 years too late for a midlife crisis.
Coolest grandpa ever.
But I do want to poke my head in. Make sure Professor Supplepot, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Fine.
Okay. I'll be back later. But I wanted to make sure you were okay. That was a good idea, draining your tank.
Yep. Remind me to never do it again.
With luck, we won't have to.
Hey,
I don't know. She did get away.
yeah. Hey, could you did Portal bring, or actually he would ask if Ethan brought Overwatch back. Did Crucible bring Overwatch back?
Crucible went to spend time with his mother, but Peter's in the kitchen and he's grumbling about having to cook a guilt lunch. So I'm assuming that
I am not grumbling.
he's looking forward to being the plate it's served on.
Yeah.
Well, I do not want to know that. I just want to know if someone could ask Tommy to come in here, please.
I can do that.
Just things I do not need to know about this team.
But they're fun things.
Nope.
I mean, you could. I mean, you could.
If you
Tommy has
if
a
you find
car.
out
Right.
find out about these things about me. you
Look,
don't
I
find out-
I was out of water for a while, so a little woo.
So you can certainly call him yourself if you
Yes.
like.
But before I leave, I will. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's fine.
You're fine.
Okay, before I leave, I will poke my head back into the kitchen and talk to Portal for a minute. I will tell you what I told Keone. I told Keone, I believe I misspoke about her drawing her sword right out of the gate. I was just hundreds of people at risk. I was, have to fight to take it more seriously. But I did also compliment her on her restraint as well as effectiveness.
She did do better this time. That was good to see, especially even with kind of sort of getting the okay. So that makes me feel
Yeah.
a lot
I
better.
like that you guys are talking about me like I'm not here.
Oh,
Clear
I
the
love
room.
I love that. I love the idea that she's just sort of like on the other side of the refrigerator door.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah. I'm sitting on the stairwell while they're talking shit about me downstairs. I'm like, guys, I can hear you.
The French toast doesn't bubble that loudly. But also, thank you for getting my grandkids out of the way.
Well, I mean, not a problem, obviously. Your daughter, did you find
She's
her?
yeah. Lisa found her, so I'm
Good.
gonna go meet them now, but I'll probably be back later. You all right?
You should probably figure out what was up with that, why she wasn't around. Although I don't know if you mean to kind of subtly, so I don't know if you can actually like get around to
Oh.
asking it, but
I'll ask Lisa.
good idea.
Make Lisa do it.
So, and I will head off to find my family.
Okay.
My first thing after
Good
getting
call,
into the
Delegate.
tank, before everybody started coming back to the
Mhm.
hub, would have been to do a family check.
Okay.
You know,
Oh, you could have sex with a television again.
that never happened. That did not happen the first time. So, pinging cell phones and trackers and whatever other things he has definitely managed to put on at least the kids, and checking the spy bots,
Right.
because just because I didn't see them there doesn't mean they weren't there.
Correct. Yes, they were not there. They were still back over at what did I say her name was? The aunt's house.
Yeah. So they're all home.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're doing Black Friday shopping through the internet.
Good. Okay. And I will, after I remember that I can do it myself, I will ask Tommy to come into my lab when he has a minute.
Yeah, you hear him. You can hear that he is tapping away at keyboards when you. Sure, I'll be right there. And a few minutes will pass because he was down in the computer room, so
Yep.
he has to take the elevator up. But because you're not in your room, you're in the lab, right?
Yeah, I spend almost all my time in the lab.
Yeah.
What's a room?
A lab without equipment.
Basically.
The horror.
Yeah. Eventually, I'll outfit the labs on the map, but ooh, that'd make a fun blog post, kind of a breakdown of the tower.
Yay.
That would.
Yeah. So yeah, he'll come up to see you, and he's got a tablet in his hand, and he's still scrolling through things as he comes to your door. Yeah, you wanted to talk to me?
Yeah, could you stand on the X over there, please? Just point to, it's like a little pad.
Why?
I need to scan you.
I mean, Ethan already scanned me. I don't have.
No. I need a 3. Look, I saw you on the battlefield today. So.
Looking squishy.
Yes. Looking
diable.
Oh, I didn't. He pulls up he shows you what he was looking at, and it's a database of retired supervillains. I was trying to figure out who Max was, and I was going to ask him. I didn't even think about the fact that you build things.
Yes. And I thought I would build you a suit.
Seth, are your comms on?
No.
No.
Boy.
No.
Well, good for now, bad later.
No. Seth doesn't need to share his ideas with the rest of the team.
Rude.
So I figured that we could make you less
Squishy.
less um well, easily killable.
I like that plan. Yeah, okay. And you'll set down the. Do you know? He'll ask as he walks over to the X.
Do I know what?
Who Max was?
Do I know?
Yeah,
Yes.
he told us.
Did he?
Mhm.
Oh. I do. And I don't remember, but Seth would 100% remember. So he will say, because he's like, whatever.
Wasn't it Overlord or the Commander?
The commander.
He was the commander.
Oh,
Okay, stand still.
great. Sorry.
It's not big on secrets.
Seth's big on his own secrets.
Yes.
So he will get scanned and like a little 3D model of him will pop up
Okay.
on a computer screen. And I'll get started on this. Let me know if you have any ideas.
Yes. Okay. Absolutely. And yeah, he will. He'll head back to his room. And he's totally, Googling everything he can to find out about the commander.
How quick is he to change his tab when I come in with brunch?
He's very quick about that. Well, he's got 5 different screens, and remember, he's the guy in the chair. So, one screen is set up, where clearly he's trying to do his Black Friday shopping. One screen is set up for, where he's looking up information, trying to find, the Aegis reports about the supervillains that you guys fought. One is monitoring chatter to make sure that, everyone was, that you guys did manage to take care of everything and that no one was too badly hurt. One, he has he closes one just as you're walking in so that you see that he's closing off an erotica website.
He's doing all kinds of stuff all at once.
That's the one that is the distraction from the I'm looking into the commander.
Yeah.
He's very good at
Boys
that.
and their porn.
So I was like, no need to be bashful around me.
Oh dear.
This is still, new for me. I didn't know. Yeah.
I will set down the food and I say, at least for me, adrenaline works up an appetite. I thought you might like this. I'll kiss him on the cheek and say, "You're cute when you're awkward," and walk away.
Well, that's good because I'm awkward most of the time. All right. So Bulwark, you'll be able to catch up to your family. Whenever your daughter. What?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said whenever your daughter is out of earshot and away from you, Lyle is peppering you with questions about the fight and what happened, and
We will talk about it later. Next time a portal opens up in front of you, you go through it.
but I wanted to see.
I can get you access to footage that you can't find online, but there were people there. There was the woman in the sky was setting people on fire. Not cars, not trees, people. I don't want that for you.
Hope he doesn't want that for him.
No,
Anybody else, sure, fine, but
I don't want that for them either. But and oh my god, I'm gonna start like quoting. Well, I wouldn't have heard it, but I'm gonna start quoting Portal. I can't protect them if I'm worried about you and your sister.
You're right. You're right. Sorry.
But we can talk later. Maybe we'll go for a walk when mom's unwinding. How bad has she been knowing that you and your sister were there?
We agreed to say that we weren't very close and we ran away and nothing. We didn't really see anything.
Smart boy.
Well, smart until she sees news footage that says otherwise.
I'm gonna take care of that.
All right.
But if I have a minute with Lisa, I'll say, do you know where your mom was? Do you get separated from her, or was she?
She was going to get coffee.
Oh, okay.
She didn't really care about seeing the race. She just wanted to go get some coffee. And
Yep.
Lyle was all no, I want to see the superheroes because they're going to cut the ribbon. And so I agreed to stay with him so that he could see that while she went to go get coffee.
Okay. Thankfully, I was nowhere near there.
Right. Yeah. That's a good thing. You hadn't come downtown yet.
Did you see that freaking gorilla?
Yeah, I did. Much closer than I ever wanted to, actually.
Don't tell your mother this. He hit me 3 times.
Really?
Really hard.
Pardon?
How'd the suit hold up?
It's a punch. It wasn't fire.
Well, yeah.
So the suit held up pretty well. We're gonna give it one more coat of the treatment before I put it on again, just in case.
Sure, makes sense.
But
You looked good up there, man.
yeah, clothes make the man. Costume makes the hero. Just so
Yeah.
I've been.
Shame I can't actually take credit for it, but
You can at some point, but well, we'll see. How is Lisa or Leslie?
So Leslie, she's slightly flustered, but as far as she knows, her kids were not there when it happened. And you were not there when it happened. And I mean,
She was not there when it happened.
she wasn't there when it happened. So there was a supervillain scuffle in the city. Well, say the family lived in Freedom at one point, right?
No, Chicago.
Chicago has superheroes and
Yeah.
has that kind of activity. And most of the time it's like, well, that's a thing that happened, but didn't affect us directly. So
Okay. As long as she's not freaking out.
No, because
Lisa has
her
to
kids lied to her.
transfer to school closer to home.
No, her kids lied to her and said they were nowhere near it. So,
So it's fine.
And when she when she asks, I can spout the appropriate techno babble for
and
what we were trying to do at the university today.
Yeah, and she can't follow along. So, you could tell her, you could use scientific words to say we were boiling water. And she would go, okay.
Well, I don't know. She's not a she's a smart lady, and she had at least one scientist for a parent, so she
Sure.
can. I can't get away with too much, but anyway, either way, I will spend time and enjoy my family while we're there, and I will
Okay.
try to avoid any footage on TV if we're watching something.
Yeah, that won't be a problem. Leslie has no interest in watching the the coverage of the events. So Lyle gives kind of a disappointed whenever she does click past the news, but it's just kind of a look. And there's definitely that look of, I'm gonna hold you to that, of you said giving me direct footage. But,
And I will, but I will spend the night with my family.
okay.
I'm enjoying their company.
Okay. Well, the afternoon and evening, Lisa will go back to her dorm room because your guest room is occupied right now.
Yep.
So
Sorry.
she will not let Lyle come back to the dorm with her this time, though.
All right.
Keone, what's Cindy doing while everyone else is off doing family stuff?
Yeah, she's depressedly sitting in her room. No, she's probably found some sort of computer, whether it be, like a laptop or like in a computer lab room. I don't know. Did they like issue us our own like fancy little computers in our little rooms and stuff?
Are you staying at the tower now?
Yeah, I moved to the well,
Okay.
I mean, like, yes and no. Like, I
Yeah.
still have a
No,
month left on my
Wait,
apartment.
no, okay, no. If
So I'll
you're
be
if you're in the
shifting
tower,
into
there
that.
are absolutely computers you can use.
We have a computer lab that's
Yep.
probably got like 20 different
Okay.
ones.
Because
Yep.
she's wanting to get back to researching her family. So,
Okay.
especially now that there's so many more supers that they're finding, that she's wanting to kind of go through and see what the lab can give her, essentially.
Okay.
So she's, oh no.
Can I make
Go
can I
ahead.
point? Sorry, can I point something out
Sure.
that may or may not have occurred to Cindy? You're on a headquarters computer in a Mars Tech building. Bulwark assumes that any
Sorry,
computer search
I'm losing my Wi-Fi again, so I didn't hear anything anyone said.
you're in a so
Go ahead.
Bulwark, you will probably remember Bulwark would be careful because you're using a computer in a Mars Tech building. So he would assume that anything you look up is going to go through the Mars Tech IT department.
Yeah, my technology is 0, so
We were also
don't really
promised
know.
that was not going to be a thing. So
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what any of that meant. So I'm just like, cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
And that's true.
Keone's not gonna know any of that stuff.
He did make that promise to you. So
I mean, Seth still did his little, I'm gonna make sure, but
right.
at least in my lab.
Yep. Okay, well, in that case, like I said, Keone, if you could give me an investigation check.
A what check?
Investigation.
Oh, investigation. That would be a 7.
Oh, you can take off your impaired condition too, by the way.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh yeah. Should
mean,
I do
it's
it again? Is
a 9.
that gonna affect it?
What?
That's not gonna affect it, is it?
No, I mean a 9 is still not going to be enough to make a difference, but
I can't wait for the moment when Keone realizes that she's going to have to tell someone so that
Yeah,
they
'cause
can
I'm gonna
help
need
her.
help. Yeah.
So what I will tell you is that you're able to basically determine that you're able to find evidence of baby you being dropped off for adoption in Emerald City. But the records are still sealed. So basically you're able to trace your social security number to the adoption certificate, but you can't actually get a peek at it. It's yeah, no, that's the adoption certificate.
I'm gonna have to
It
ask
ties to
Tommy
that.
or Crucible.
Okay, we just switched faces
Still don't know
on
how
the
I feel about an
screen.
octopus.
Or Professor C, or yeah. Oh yeah, people got moved. Brandon vanished.
They're fixed now.
Okay.
Oh, look, I'm a boy now.
But yeah, so you're able to determine that there is an adoption certificate that you could get access to, but you don't know how to do that.
How close is the computer lab to Seth's lab? Like, would I see Tommy like walking out, that I can be like, "Hey, you."
So you wouldn't see Tommy walking out of Seth's lab, but Tommy had also been in the computer lab. So that's where he would be back to once he was done eating the brunch that Portal had made him.
Okay, so we're just awkwardly
Sitting on
behind each other
opposite
at the
sides of the
computer lab. I just
room.
see like this old, like my old yeah, I just see like my old computer lab where they just like wrap around the room and like he's like sitting over here and I'm like sitting all the way on the other side and we're just like not talking to each other.
I mean, kind of. Yeah, kind of.
So Tommy's in the room with me then.
Yes, but you know, you're both situated so that neither of you can see what the other one is doing on the computers, but yes.
Hey Tommy, you're good with computers, aren't you?
That's what they tell me.
Do you know how to unseal a file?
Maybe.
I really don't. I don't want to tell him. I'm trying to figure out how to tell him what I'm doing without actually telling him what I'm doing. Ooh, the name would be different.
Probably, yeah.
Do you think you could unlock this file for me?
He'll come over. Why are you looking at adoption records?
Well,
My best friend.
I'm trying to see if I have any siblings somewhere.
Peter says he's adopted.
Peter says he's adopted.
I haven't told them that I'm adopted, right? Like they don't know that about me.
I don't think so.
Nope.
Okay. I'm like trying to think of how I can say this with like giving it all away. Yeah, I am just trying to see more about my family tree, and this person might be related to me and I can't get into the file.
Sure, let me see what I can do.
Quit asking questions, just open it.
Keone is a stunningly bad liar.
Now we all know why she just resorts to aggression.
Yeah.
I mean, hold on, let me. Where's my deception?
Hey, are
My
you
deception's 10. I should be a really good liar.
you should be a good liar. I have a feeling you're used to just kind of flashing some cleavage and distracting
Yeah.
people. But
Or
but yeah,
just stabbing them.
There
stabbing
are
them.
different types of deception.
There are. And part of the reason you have a really good deception is because you also have the taunt ability, and taunt uses deception.
So you're good at deceit if it involves fighting.
If it involves hitting something, I'm very good.
If it involves being aggro, you're good at it.
Yep. Yeah, so Tommy will sit down and he'll go, well, you don't have to tell me anything. And he'll start tapping away, and
He'll commit felonies for any and no reason whatsoever.
I mean, yes.
I have blackmail on the fact that he had a picture of me on his computer zoomed into my boobs. So I think I'm safe.
I mean, that's not really
That's what?
blackmail, but it's only blackmailable if it's something he would be embarrassed by.
I saw it. That's what matters. He doesn't know what I know.
It's not blackmail.
Anywho, he'll tap away for a few minutes and then say, okay, well, you've got administrator level access now. So
Thanks, that's all I need. Bye.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Thanks, bye.
Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Go back to your side of the room. Thank you.
he will go back over to his computer and go back to what he was doing.
I heard Peter calling you.
Well, now I know he's gonna break into my computer. He's gonna be so nosy.
What makes you think he hasn't already?
I was going to say, what makes you think he doesn't know exactly what you're looking for?
I
Should have
mean,
punched him.
I spend a hero point for Tommy to start calling her Monica,
Why?
or a name on one of the birth certificates that
Whatever her real name,
fits.
whatever her
Oh.
original name was.
all right, so with the admin level access, you are able to find, you've got access to the adoption, or not exactly the adoption certificate, but your records, and what you're able to determine is you were brought in by a woman who declined to give her name.
Just so everyone is aware, this is not a storyline I created. I gave Aaron full rights to giving my backstory in terms of the adoption stuff.
You fool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she declined to give a name. She had named you Nivea. But, obviously your adopted parents gave you a new name. Your adopted parents adopted you when you were still an infant. You were 7 months old. So, there is a letter that she had left for you, but it is not on the computer. You would have to go get that in person.
Time for a
From
little
the
B&E.
From her parents.
Huh?
From the service or from her parents?
The woman who brought her in left a sealed envelope.
Well, I'd say, did she leave it? Does Keone have to go get it from the service, or does she have to go get it from her adopted parents? Who's got the letter?
It is still at the service. It was not given to her adopted parents when she was adopted.
Does it have a father listed?
Nope, there are no names for either parent. There is, but
It's a million Mars.
but the record shows that that the baby was brought in by a woman on her own. There are notes that say that she looked young and that she possibly had some first some native tribe ancestry, but yeah, she declined to give a name.
Well, since I don't know how to email all this information to myself, I'm going to write it down.
You can save it.
Okay.
I mean,
well, yeah, but I don't know how to access it from anywhere other than this computer. So like, I'm going to write down like the adoption center's name, any reference to any like nurse or person on duty or anything like that that I can find. I'm going to write all that down.
And then she's going to go break into the building.
You're damn
Kill
right.
everyone in there.
Yep.
I am going to very strategically see if I can get Portal to do it for me.
Keone, when is Cindy's birthday?
Oh God, why are you asking me questions like I don't know?
Roll a d12.
Pick one. Pick a
Roll a
day.
d12.
Hold on, let me.
What's Cindy's sign?
December 21st. It's the winter solstice this year. So.
Right.
Every year.
Oh, is it this? I thought it was like based on account, like based on like positioning, not day.
I mean, technically it fluxes a little between the 20th, 21st, 22nd, but
okay.
Depending on how close we are to leap years.
That's I figured it probably had something, but the 21st, so winter solstice, the start of the winter is her birthday.
One thing that you will also see is that so you were brought in shortly after the new year, and the woman who brought you in gave your date of birth, but you were brought in January, so a few weeks later. There had been a heat wave that year, but the day that you were brought in, a blizzard hit Emerald City. So.
Oh, dope. I have supervillain parents written all over me. So I'm basically making as many of these notes as I possibly can to see if I can. Did they leave, like, other than her age, was there any description of what she looked like?
Not really, other than noting that she did have like I said, native ancestry. So, you know, probably dark hair.
Okay.
I'm just glad that you're not the daughter that my son who died never knew about.
How do you know that that's not?
Yeah, please stop giving him ideas, damn it.
If you end up being Marshall's granddaughter, that will really freak him out.
Full circle, full circle.
Hey, Aaron, does Portal have an older sister?
They're all related.
No.
Let's make it really weird and somehow we're all related.
I'm best friends with Seth's daughters. Wait, you have daughters or sons?
Yes.
Oh, that was helpful. So I'm best friends with your daughter.
I would think you both run in very different circles.
I feel like my stabby ability probably is not cohesive with most children.
I can
Anywho.
just imagine that, Marshall's somewhere and Seth's like, get here as soon as you can. And I like run in, what's the problem? And he brings up a monitor. What the hell is Cindy doing with my children?
It appears they're flirting. Oh, your children are underage, aren't they? Never mind.
Yeah. Don't make it weird.
It's too late.
Don't make
Don't make
it
it
weird
weird.
now.
I was gonna say,
I mean,
I think that ship has long since sailed.
Yeah.
Carlo
really
Esposito
has.
could have children that are in college.
I have a daughter in college, yes.
Yeah, see, we don't know these things. So
And you never will if he has his way.
It's true that Seth's daughter is about the same age as Ethan, Cindy, Peter, Tommy, and Lisa. They're all about the same age. They're, a year or two apart, but
I do like what the Deuce said earlier about our storyline went from a love triangle to a love Mobius strip.
yes.
we're all gonna just end up being like a big giant cult, and it's just gonna be a love fest.
In any case,
This is actually the origin story for a super villain group.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
in any case, what do you want to do with this information, Cindy?
So I'm going to go back to my room
Okay,
with the info. Oh, I've logged out of the computer and all that. Like,
sure.
even though I am assuming that Tommy can figure out how to get back in and figure out all the details of the things I was looking at. But I'm going to go back to my room and I'm going to try and figure out more detailed of how I can convince Portal to help me. Because I don't want to break in, like, I don't want to, like, smash a window and climb in there. But, like, I also don't want to have to go up to the counter and, like, talk to people. So I'm going to just go back to my room and.
I mean, I don't know. You could probably get away with going in and just in your costume and saying, look, we're looking into something and I need access to your records.
Yeah, Keone's not that smart.
Yeah. You could probably also convince Peter to just take you in there and no, you couldn't.
No.
I was thinking
Peter's
about
not going to willingly commit felonies.
Yeah. I was
Right.
thinking about. I was like, Peter would probably no. He's not going to break in anywhere.
No.
So I
mean,
may be
unless
him.
you could prove that the orphanage is like a front for a supervillain.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what if that's what it is? What if they're just producing super children? Dun, dun, dun. So I could probably convince Crucible to help me.
Probably.
But right now I'm thinking Portal is the easiest one to get me in and out without anybody noticing.
Also probably true.
But I've got to try and that's why I'm gonna sit in my room, put my headphones on, listen to my dashboard confessional as I try and figure out.
You don't know that Peter's going to say absolutely not, no, not under any circumstances.
I mean, you
Right,
might have to
like-
tell him what the circumstances are.
Right. That's what I'm trying to figure out is like how much detail do I want to give him to convince him, and how much do I want to still hold on? I mean, Tommy already knows too much.
He knows
gotta
your
die.
name. That's too much.
Yeah. Too much. It's too much.
Tommy knows too much. He must die.
That thing is, Marshall has a perfect answer for it, but I think Marshall would be the second to the last person she would tell.
Probably.
After maybe Professor Cephalopod, or before maybe before Professor Cephalopod, but after the others.
Yeah, honestly, like to me, I feel like the octopus doesn't really understand human emotion. So Seth would definitely be the last person I would tell.
See, in my mind, that would make him the first person because
I know. Me too.
No, it's yeah.
he like
Be
doesn't
talking to a
care.
brick wall.
Right. Because again, Marshall is the only one of the team who actually knows that Seth used to be
It's not
human.
it's not an
Yep.
octopus.
Yeah. Like we all just assume he's an octopus that just like for whatever reason kind of likes people.
A hyper intelligent octopus
In a mech
He
suit.
is a hyper intelligent octopus.
in a mech
Which-
suit.
And Marshall's just glad that the team kind of forgot that I once said that I knew the octopus.
Well, no, there was a whole conversation about that. You were like, I lived in Japan.
When I met you off the coast of Japan when I was there.
And to be fair, I mean, the Gen Zers don't really pay attention to
Yeah, I
to,
mean,
That's true.
don't work all that much.
To be fair,
Yeah, Grandpa, sure.
yeah, to be fair, Keone can't even remember who knows who she is. So I mean,
Now, is that Keone or is
To be fair, Keone
I mean-
probably can. Aunt Puppy, on the other hand.
accurate. Ugh. It was a terrible memory.
I think this may not be a terrible place to go ahead and call it a night, as everyone is in the midst of hatching their own internal schemes.
for the record, Seth is not keeping it, he's not being deceitful or whatever about the whole Tommy thing.
He's
He
not
just-
telling anyone.
Well, he doesn't feel like he needs to. Tommy's an adult.
It's nobody else's business. Get out of his business.
And Seth's just doing what Seth does. So
He's just doing what octopi do. They just build mech suits for people.
I didn't say it was a mech suit.
It's gotta be some sort of he's gotta be like what is it from the What If? He's the Hydra Smasher.
I don't think we need a Hydra Stomper.
Don't you though?
No, we
I
really
mean,
Just
don't
say like yes.
We may not need it, but we really want
want
it.
it.
You wear the Iron Tommy.
Oh,
The
goodness.
Iron Tom Tom.
Like I said, I think this might not be a terrible place to go ahead and call it a night, though. So, with once again, I have lost control of my stream.
Did
but-
you ever have control of it?
In the most beautiful way possible.
No, not really. So, thank you all for joining us tonight and watching our show. I hope you are having, I would say I hope you're having as much fun as we are, but I don't know if that's possible. But I do hope that you've been enjoying watching us. As always, Thursday, we will have a new blog post up over on untoldstoriesproject.com. Friday, all of our new episodes from YouTube will be posted to our website. Monday, we will continue with our Nether War broadcast. And of course, all of the Stormbreakers will be back here on Tuesday as we continue to explore Emerald City. And I'm going to go ahead and steal some of Wiki's thunder and tell you all that if you tune in tomorrow night on our network, you will be able to watch Wiki running a game of Crash Pandas. So, Wiki, do you want to tell them anything about that?
It's raccoons street racing. So
That
If you
doesn't
think-
sound like pandas.
If you think this is crazy,
yeah, there's gonna be some stuff and some shenanigans and cartoon hijinks. So you should probably tune in for that.
And you'll get to see Alex and Calvin
Correct.
Oh,
and
so Alex can be on that one, but he can't be on this one. I see how it is.
and
I see where we fall in
Vera,
the food
right?
chain.
Yep. And someone new.
And a special guest. So you'll have to tune in tomorrow to see who our special guest is. So, Brandon, anything you would like to plug?
read a book.
Of course. And Puppy?
I got nothing.
All right. Howard?
Everybody have a good week. Stay healthy. Play a game.
All right. Well, we hope to see you guys back here next week and on our other streams. And we'll see you all next week. Bye.
I'll see you tomorrow. Right?